Hey guys, Drumming the Blues coming at you. Drumming the Blues. Drumming the Blues, not moves. Anyway, got another video review of the Transformer Generations IDW Deluxe Class Bumble Bee, man. And I looked for this guy forever, and finally I found him. It's really cool. You can't really see it, but it's like the Megatron has the sparklies in it. Well, this in his plastic, if you guys look really closely, he has the sparklies too. Nice vehicle mode. I mean, compared to the rest of the figures, he's a good size. I like it. Everybody says he's the weakest Link, but I don't think so. But I'm not going to express my feelings on that because you guys will think I'm crazy. It's got nice painted. Everything's painted back here. It's pretty nice. Bumper, taillights. You know, he's got. Would have been nice to have clear plastic right here, but they tried to do the windows, so which is respectable. Rims are painted, and front end's painted. So nice paint everywhere. It comes with this Stinger Blaster doohickey thing, which I think is kind of lame. It would have been better if they just would have gave him a weapon, a nice little pistol that you could store up in here, or store right here, or you know, something like that would have been nice instead of these big old crazy weapons. So, but that's just me. I'm not going to complain about it. Anyway, because you see it does snap together, and you can pull either side down. You can store it on the side of the car. You can split it in half and put one on each side, which is, you know, you can put one over there and one over here. So, yeah. Anyway, it's kind of whatever. It's not bad, but it ain't great. I would have been happy with just a little pistol. So, yeah. Anyway, here he is in all his glory. I want to show you a size comparison with a G2 Optimus Prime. And as you can see, he is actually, Bumblebee is actually bigger. So, he's not small like the rest of those guys are, Orion Pax and, you know, Hoist and Trail Cutter. So he's actually a good size figure. I do like it a lot. So, let's get on. Well, as you know, with the packaging, I always do a package shot. So there you go with his bio. There's his bio. There he is right there. Pretty cool. You can see you got both blasters on each side of the car, sports car mode. And you got a strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, courage, all that stuff. Kind of gives you an idea. And also, it comes with the notorious comic book. Yay! And I did read this one, believe it or not. So, what would Prime do? What would Prime do? Anyway, yeah. What would Prime do? That's a good question. Hold on. Turn that down a little bit. That song's a little loud. Anyway, let's transform this bad boy. What you got to do is just kind of pop these doors open, and then just kind of fold this whole thing out, and then just his feet are kind of pegged in, so you just kind of flip them up. It's pretty simple, but pretty nice. I do like it. Flip his other foot up like that. Now you got his feet done. Straighten out his legs. Got nice feet. I like it. Split these apart. Just these are his arms. You just split them apart and pull this down, and then take this back piece, flip it back, and it just kind of pegs in right there. What we're going to do is slide, well, let's do the arms. Unpeg his arms and then fold them out. And then the official transformation is to fold it like that. Same thing on the other side. Unpeg his arm, fold it out, and then just bend these in. Take this part and slide it down for the head reveal. And there you have, and then just take this back piece, and there's a little peg right there, and mine kind of pegs in a little bit, but anyway, there he is. There he is transformed. So I do like this figure. A lot of people think it's the weakest one because of the shoulder pads. When you move the shoulder pads, it moves this, and they think it should be attached down here. Yeah, okay. Let's do some articulation. Head, move side to side. It's got nice shoulder movement. Can go up and down from transformation. Kind of a ratchet elbow. Nothing in the hands, but you know, it's not bad. I don't think there is a. Yes, there is a waist joint. Yeehaw! Waist joint. Okay. We have, you know, the basics: ball joint, swivel at the hip, bend at the knee, and feet are very articulated. So it's always the same, you know, pretty much the same thing. You guys know what the articulation is. It kind of gets boring saying that over and over again, but I do like this figure, man. And I saw something from my buddy Trans Aaron that he showed me on his video, which I do like. What you can't, well, let's get a close-up. You know, I gotta do my famous close-up. Well, actually, I got this, I learned this from Mighty Mouse, so thank you, Mighty Mouse, for showing me this. There's his Autobot logo, a nice close-up, paint detail everywhere. Very nice. Very nice. So, I take stuff from other reviewers and kind of put little bits here and there because I'm a lowlife and I have no original thought of my own. I'm just kidding. You can plug these in. You can flip these up and peg them together. You have seen it. Showed it at the beginning. You can peg it in and make one big weapon. Or I like to actually have one as a giant sword. It's kind of cool. Ice sword or whatever, the stinger. But thing that I've seen from my good friend Trans Aaron, he took one of these doors and folded it back behind there like that, and which I thought looked cool. So I was messing around with this guy, and if you take his arm and fold this back, now you can still move this. It doesn't hurt the range of motion on this thing, okay? It gives you enough room to really fold that back up in there, so you don't have the doors sticking out like that. You see what I'm saying? It gives you full range to move this guy around and do whatever, and you don't have this big door sticking out in the back. So if you just kind of fold that all the way back as far as it'll go and just fold this door in, it fits right back in there very nicely, and it doesn't hinder his arm because he could still move it. He could still side to side. He can move it that way, and it doesn't peg in, but it takes away from those doors hanging out so far, and it looks cool. You can you know, move it around. Sometimes you have to keep pushing it back in, but you have total movement of this whole thing without the door sticking out. So, but it doesn't work that good if you have his arm up like that. Then it doesn't give you the room you need to push the door all the way in. So you have to push this guy all the way back. It's, like I said, it doesn't hinder that, and then it gives you that room to where you can slide that up in underneath there. So this is how I transform him. I think he looks a lot better this way, even though it's not the official way. It's nice, you know. And like I said, it doesn't peg in, and sometimes it comes out, but it gives you a full range of motion without the doors being there, and you can still fold this up, fold that down, you know. So and it looks pretty cool. It doesn't really hinder anything. It looks pretty nice. So, thank you, Trans Aaron, for showing me that. And I just played around with it, kind of got a little more clearance in there. So, yeah, that's why I like this guy a lot more. See, it looks cool. You don't have those big gaping doors back there, and it looks nice. So, that's just me. Anyway, I recommend this guy. This guy was the hardest one to find. Couldn't find him anywhere. So maybe he's like Arachnid from Transformers Prime. Everybody thinks this is the weakest one. I don't. Well, I'll just leave it at that. Here he is next to Orion Pax and Thundercracker, who was in the comic with him, but this is not the right Thundercracker. Thundercracker was more like the old G1 school. This is more. This is that War for Cybertron guy. But anyway, neither here nor there. They look great together. I highly recommend. Get Bumblebee. He's cool. I don't care what anybody says. He's cool. If you transform his arms like this, you don't have any of that problem. Looks nice. Looks great. Drum of the Blues. See ya.